Yeah, I'm sorry to keep interrupting. You raise a good point there too when you talk about, when we think in the context of mental health, right? We
Mm.
think anxiety, depression, stress, adjustment, trauma, but adding, your sexual health to your mental health and vitality, so that is a very important eye opener there, even for myself as a clinician, as I sit with patients and counsel in that regard, that is an aspect to obviously health and wellness, but your mental health. So that's an important point as well.
Absolutely. It's massive. Most people don't recognize how impactful our relationships are. They realize it, but they don't recognize it in daily life. A while ago, I held a talk for entrepreneurs in my county in Oxfordshire, UK, that I discussed how they and why they should care whether their employees are happy and getting laid. And they were like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, invest in the health and well-being of your employees' relationships and sex life, and you would see that their productivity would go up." Why? Because when you've had an argument with your spouse at home, you come to work, your head is not in the work. It's in every single word they said last night and screamed at you, and everything you said and could have said better to them to bring it back to them. But when people are happy, they show up at work when they've had, how many people like can relate to me saying, when you have had an amazing sex session with your partner, you feel invincible. You feel like at the top of a mountain. You feel like there's nothing that you cannot do. Like
Mhm.
you can take on the world. And imagine if your employees came to work with that mindset, because last night they were connecting with their partner, they were having the best time, they roll into work and they're like, I'm on the top of my game because I'm desirable, I'm loved, I'm supported, I'm like full of love and energy, and I have a lot to give. When do people have nothing to give? When they're depleted. When do people feel
Yeah.
depleted? When they're not loved, supported, nurtured, desired, and so forth. So, hell yeah, everybody should care about their sex life and should take it as a mental health aspect, as a profitable thing to invest in when it comes to their workforce.